Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be making this cute little decorative piece here, which is the puff flower. This could be a decoration for your keychain, your mirror, whatever you like. As you can see, I made it into a hair clip in my scenario, which I think it looks super cute. Alright, let's get started with the materials first. So all you need is 2 colored wools. If you want the flower to be the same color, you can just use one. I am going with yellow and pink. And for the crochet hook, I recommend 2mm. I am going to be using a larger hook, which is I think 3mm or so. So it's a bit better for you guys to see. And I highly recommend you guys using signaling pins if you can. And a needle, which is not essential, but it's good to have one. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing a magic ring. So I'll teach you how to wrap your string around your hand. You're going to start off by looping around your pinky, pulling it up to your index finger, and then holding the string with your thumb in the middle of your middle finger actually. And here we're going to do 2 loops around the middle finger, which should look something like this. And now we have made the loop of the magic ring. Now to finish this off, we're going to insert our hook inside the loop, yarning over, pulling out, yarn over again, and pull out. This is how you make a magic ring. Now that our magic ring is done, we are going to be doing 10 single crochet. So inserting your hook inside the loop, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, and pull through both loops on your hook. And that is 1 single crochet done. Now you can see that V shape here. You could use the signaling pin to mark it so that you know this is our first single crochet. We are going to repeat this 9 more times. Inserting your hook, yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through both loops. We have 2 done. Yarn over, pull out, yarn over, pull through the loops. 3. And if you find this annoying, you can just take your finger out and just do it like this. Start onto our 4th one. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, once we're done, we are going to pull on that end string tightly. Now we're going to go back to our first crochet, which was marked by our signaling hook, and we are going to do a slip stitch. Basically, you insert the hook inside, and then you yarn over and pulling through that loop, like this. And then we're going to do a chain. You just yarn over and pull through. And now you can just pull on the string and cut it off. Alright, now that our middle piece is done, we're going to bring out another color for the petal. Or you can just continue using the same color, up to you. So now you have to insert your crochet hook back into the stitch. But how do you find it? It is basically the hole where you cut off your string. You just insert your hook inside that hole, and that's where we're going to start our petal. And making sure the end pieces are above the crochet hook when you're doing the petal so that it hides the strings. It should look something like this, and you could use your middle finger to press on it so that it doesn't move. Okay, now we're gonna grab our yarn and we're going to hold that piece of yarn with the end pieces so that you don't lose grip. And now it should look something like this from the back. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through the loop. Now you're going to do 3 chains. You just yarn over and pull out, yarn over and pull out, yarn over and pull out. That is it. Our 3 chains are complete. Now in the same hole that we did the 3 chain, we are going to do 3 incomplete double crochets. So basically you yarn over, insert your hook into the first hole, loop out. You have 3 loops on your hook and making sure they're on the same length, you're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now you have 2 loops. You're going to continue this process 2 more times. Pulling it out, yarn over, through the first 2 loops. Repeat this one more time. Yarn over, insert into the same hole, pull out, yarn over, and pull through the first 2 loops. After this, you should have 4 loops on your crochet hook. Now, in the next hole, we are going to do 3 incomplete double crochets again. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next hole, making sure your lines are above your crochet hook. You're going to pull out, making sure they're the same length, and pull through the first 2. That is 1 done. You're going to do the same thing twice in the same hole. That is our second one done. And our third one is done. After this, we are going to have 7 loops on our crochet hook. Now you just yarn over and pull through all 7. If it's hard, just take your time and slowly pull out. Tighten your string and do a slip stitch. After that, we're going to do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And before doing anything else, I am going to cut off the loose ends. Now, we're going to insert our hook into the next hole. We're going to slip stitch again, which is pulling it out through the loop. Okay, we're going to do another 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Now we're doing the same thing with our first petal. We're going to do 3 incomplete double crochets. So you're going to start off by yarning over, inserting your hook into that same hole where you did the slip stitch. You're going to pull out and make sure to line them up so that they're the same height. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops on the hook. Now you should have 2 loops. Yarn over again into the same hole, pull out, yarn over, pull through the first 2. That is 2 unfinished double crochet done. We need to do 1 more. Now our first 3 is complete. We're going to go into our next hole, which is this one here. We're going to yarn over, pull into, pull out, yarn over and loop through the first 2. Do 2 more in this same hole here. 2, Now that we're done, we should have 7 loops on our crochet hook. And we are going to now yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. This may be a bit tricky, but practice makes perfect. Now we're going to slip stitch and do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. You're going to find our next hole and we're going to slip stitch. And you can use your fingers to adjust the petal a bit so it looks round. Now again, the same pattern, we're going to do 3 chains. 1, 2, and 3. In the same hole again, we're going to do 3 incomplete double crochets. Making sure they're in the same height, we're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Now we have to do 2 more. 2, and 3. After this, you should have 4 loops on your crochet hook. We're going to go into the next hole and we're going to do 3 more incomplete double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Yarning over into the same hole, I'm going to pull out, making sure that they're the same length and pulling out through the first 2 loops. You should have 7 loops and we're going to yarn over and pull through all 7. Yarn over and do a slip stitch. After this, we're going to do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Our 4th petal is done. We're going to slip stitch in the next hole. Ta-da! We have 3 petals completed. Now doing the same pattern again, we're going to do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. In the same hole again, we're going to do 3 incomplete double crochets. That is 1 complete, 2 more to go. And 3rd one. Alright, we should have 4 loops on the chain, and into the next stitch we are going to do 3 more incomplete double crochets. That is 1, 2, and 3. Again, we should have 7 loops on our crochet hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 7. And we're going to finish this off with a slip stitch and 3 chains. Now again, we're going to slip stitch in the next hole. We're just going to insert our hook, yarn over and pull out, and pull out again. After this, we are going to do 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. In the same hole, we're going to do 3 incomplete double crochets again. That is our first one done. Second one done, and third one. After this, you should have 4 loops on your crochet hook. And into our next hole, which is a bit hard to find, we're going to do 3 more incomplete double crochets. Now that it's done, we're going to yarn over and loop through everything and do 3 more chains. And finding that very first hole that we started our petal, we're going to slip stitch. And now you can pull on your string and cut it off. Ta-da! Our first flower is done. And now we're going to hide the string. If you have a needle, I recommend you using it, and if you don't, just use the hook like what I'm doing, where I'm just inserting it randomly and pulling it through. This part is completely random. You can loop through as much as you want. I'm just going to do this randomly. Now let's make the centerpiece again. We're going to be starting off with a magic ring. Very easy, we just learned that before. So again, 2 loops on the middle finger. Inserting your hook inside, pulling it out, yarn over and pull out again. Now after this, we are going to be doing 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And now in the loop, we are going to be doing 5 incomplete double crochet, which is the same thing as our petal, except this time we're doing 5 instead of 7. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Same thing with the petal, we're going to yarn over and loop through all 6 loops on the crochet hook. We're gonna finish off with a slip knot and we can cut off the string. Alright, now that it's cut, we are just going to pull on both sides of the string. And it should look something like this. Now I do recommend you guys using hot glue gun to stick it on because it is way quicker and it stays on for a long time as well. But if you don't want to, or you don't have a hot glue gun at home, you can always put your string through that hole that I'm doing right now, and then, you know, stitching the 2 pieces together, it works as well. Now that we have one done, let's do a few more. Ta-da! Now that I have 3, you can connect it like this to make it into a keychain, or you can stick 2 pieces together. Mine's different color, but if you have the same color, you can stick it together to make it a keychain as well, or you could use it as a decoration for your mirror, your hairband, or you can make it into a hair clip, which I am going to do today in this video. And this is how my hair clip turned out. You guys can use an old hair clip. Let's show you guys how this looks on my head. Hope you guys learned something new today, and if you like my video, please like and subscribe.